Won't be able to pick this. Don't think I can pick this. Won't be able to pick this. Won't be able to hack this. Lock's really strong.
Here's a strange state of affairs for you folks. Some or all of you may.
Every piece in here is worth what I charge.
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's take a look.
A bit of everything.
Could assume they got what they wanted and bolted. But given how creepy that place was,
Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators...
Sure.
Which brings me to your next... It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk. But he's missing... Without them, his offense...
Shouldn't be a problem.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same... The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air... But since we arrived, our scout...
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack,
She's right.
Of course she's right. But Proctor Quinlan has located some We're fair... The catch...
I'll head out there immediately.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Scribe Halen's established... I suggest you head... Hopefully, by the time... Good luck, Knight.
Scribe Halen.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since...
Sure. Thanks, Halen. I assume...
We're doing the best that we've had, thanks to the
That's not surprising.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I know you don't have time. I've had the men set up. We've rigged up. When you find the bomb, after that...
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Look.
Right.
If you don't, good luck, Knight.
Would they... use you for?
Nice.
Can't keep you out.
Hey,
You sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
it usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Anything for a story.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm getting in trouble, it's what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can... Not for praise. I just...
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Blue. That's awfully... So you want to get out of here?
Hey. See if he had anything worth taking.
thirsty.
Don't move.
Get this over with!
State your purpose, stranger. You walk on Atom's hallowed ground.
I'm looking for some bombs.
You trivialize that which resides here. The children of Atom have sworn to guard this place until the time of the Great Divide.
Trust me, I'm on your side.
Atom has no need of help from... When he returns to us, these relics will carry his word. That is why they must be safeguarded.
Just say whatever you have to get us out of here.
I want to spread his, glory. Look, the bombs will get you.
Perhaps then I have misjudged you. If you would see these relics used, then Atom's will is done. Take this. Follow the brilliance of the glow, and it shall lead you to the relics. May Atom's radiance warm your soul.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute.
May Atom guide
The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
You know those synths with the plastic faces?
Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
I have full confidence in the abilities of everyone here.
I appreciate that.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Alright, let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Now let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Warning. Nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning. Power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Got green lights across the board here. He's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but...
With him on our side, I don't see how the Institute even stands a chance.
I couldn't agree with you more. Before you head off to your next assignment, I came up with this little beauty myself.
Right. It'll do, I suppose.
Well, that's gratitude. Anyway, that's enough of that. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you, and thank you, Knight.
Look, I'm really busy, and I'm not in the mood for talking.
Hey,
Point the...
way.
I heard that no.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
I'm not sure I like how you're asking me that.
And I don't appreciate being betrayed by my own soldiers. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or after careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one.
That's impossible.
I'm afraid not. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for us. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion. I'm finding it difficult to believe.
After everything I've achieved, why would I jeopardize my position here?
You make a fair point. Which means I've decided to take you at your word.
Sure.
However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a synth on mission in the Commonwealth, which leaves me facing. I'm ordering you to hunt.
I won't do it. Danse deserves a chance to explain himself.
The man didn't do anything wrong.
You will do it. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to listen. I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, but if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Find Proctor Quinlan. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding. You're dismissed.
Control systems all.
Attention. Halberd pilot to station Epsilon. Halberd pilot report to station
Excuse
Epsilon.
me, Proctor
That
Quinlan.
is all.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
I don't want to talk about it.
I understand. On to you. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, as you're well aware, Danse I think our best approach would be to identify. You may want to get comfortable.
What the hell is this crap about?
I assume your outburst was a
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down.
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him.
I don't have time to discuss it.
Why? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna... There's obviously been a mistake.
Scribe Halen!
Sure.
Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us...
Of course. I believe I have some information.
Very well, then.
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to I've stored the data on my Vertibird gun.
At this point, I'll take all the help.
Very good, sir.
Proceed, Knight.
If you'll follow me, sir.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
That's a risky question, Halen.
I know it is, but I need you to listen to me.
Right.
I've known Paladin Danse ever since. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when he's earned my admiration.
Sure.
I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't...
That's a bold statement.
It's more than just a Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost.
What we have to do is not follow orders given to us by a lunatic.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes... Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Common. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. Just be careful.
Lock's really strong.
What'd they use you for?
Going down. Intruder. Hostile.
Weird in your time too, huh?
I can feel the chill of this place through my suit. I'm not surprised Maxson sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
I wish you would have told me the truth, Danse.
I might have, if I'd known what I was. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders?
No. But I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent some, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees. I need to be the example.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Danse.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to... Why would you do that for me?
I've already lost my family. I don't want to lose my friend.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I should consider how my death might affect the people that care about me. People like you and Halen. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
Going up.
Hey.
Shoot. Hey, here. Something to keep sharp. Always worked for me.
Your thoughts?
I can't believe Danse was a synth. I mean, I can, because...
Ground floor.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not his fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive. Because you're wrong about him.
Him! Danse isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
You're the physical embodiment of what we hate most. Technology that's gone too far. Look around you, Danse. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding the repercussions. Can't you see the same thing is happening again? You're a single bomb in an arsenal of thousands, preparing to lay waste to what's left of mankind.
Danse wants to save mankind, not destroy it.
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that thinks it's alive? A machine that's had its mind erased, its thoughts programmed, its very soul manufactured. Those ethics that it's striving to champion aren't even its own. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
It's true. I was built within the confines of a laboratory, and some of my memories aren't my own. But when I saw my brothers dying at my feet, I felt sorrow. When I defeated an enemy of the Brotherhood, I felt pride. And when I heard your speech about saving the Commonwealth, I felt hope. Don't you understand? I thought I was human, Arthur. From the moment I was taken in by the Brotherhood, I've done absolutely nothing to betray your trust, and I never will.
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant you life. You simply should not exist. I don't intend to debate this any longer. My orders stand.
It's all right. We did our best. You convinced me that I was wrong to be ashamed of my true identity, and I thank you for it. Whatever you decide, know that I'm going to my grave with no anger and no regrets.
Touching. Either you execute Dance, or I will, Knight. The choice is yours.
After all the sacrifices I've made and all the battles I've fought for the Brotherhood, you need to listen to me. You owe me that much.
Very well. I'm listening.
Just listen to me. If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance, as far as I'm concerned, you're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, you are forbidden to set foot on the Prydwen, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Should you choose to ignore me, know you'll be fired upon immediately. Do we understand each other?
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of him. I'm returning to the Prydwen, Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxim like that.
Friends take care of each other, no matter what.
That they do. Which is why I've decided to stay here. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still gonna need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Prydwen. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
What about Haylen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
That's one way to keep out uninvited guests.
Hey.
Where to?
Piper.
What's going on?
Your thoughts?
Doing the right thing rarely makes you popular. But I don't think I could live with myself otherwise.
Is everything okay between us?
Things are pretty good from where I'm standing. So long as we're helping people out here, I'm all in.
That's all for now.
All right.
Reporting is ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Understood.
Good. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I'm honored, Elder.
You've earned it by your own actions. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our I trust you won't disappoint them. In any event, we still have the Institute to... While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our... Report to him immediately for Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Excuse me, Captain Kells?
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the...
I'm ready, Captain.
Good, because this mission demands... Now, before we launch our attack on the... They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper, or if we strike them now, we should be able to maximum.
Fine, but it hardly seems worth our time.
The railroad may not appear to be a threat, but destroying the railroad hinges on completely eliminating. To that end, here's a list of the 5...
Should have buried those idiots when I was dealing...
Yes. Now, before you depart, Proctor Ingram...
Our sources tell us that the railroad has some sort of experimental, or they're calling it the predictive and...
Right.
They use the robot for If you could use this holotape to decrypt the security on Pam's terminal, it will I'm certain we could put Pam's computing power to good use.
Sure. Collecting technology for you is becoming a habit, Proctor.
A habit you appreciate.
I'm certain the Paladin appreciates that the acquisition. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
If you find anything interesting in the railroad headquarters, don't forget to bring it back.